guys, today we are going to be drawing a Brontosaurus dinosaur. Now starting with basic shapes, I've done an oval for the head, gonna go down a bit and do a large oval for the body. Now we're going to be connecting these together to make our Brontosaurus. About down here is where the legs will be, so I'm gonna make the tail go about down that far, drawing a leg from my oval and ending with a point, bringing it back up. This will be the outline of the tail. I'm going to follow the oval back up and join these two parts to make the neck of the Brontosaurus, and another line coming from the chest to connect to the head. Now that I have the basic shapes, I'm going to go back and refine by shaping the head, and then I'm going to go ahead and erase all of these lines here that overlap. Now this is just the basic outline of my dinosaur, and I'm going to go back with darker lines to really shape it. So starting here with the head, I'm going to curve over the skull and around a little to form the snout, and curve up to make that little jawline there. Then I'm going to connect from the head down to the body and into the chest. At the top of the head, I'm going to round down to the back and follow this oval back up and down into the tail. I'm going to round that off for a little point and bring that line back up into the dinosaur's body. Now for the legs, I'm going to make a little curve, and then I'm going to go down into the legs. So I'm going to make these legs about this long and make sure they're the same length. I'm going to curve out a little bit for the foot and bring it back, and then connect with two parallel lines there. Same thing back here, curve in a little bit, go down, round out for the foot, and connect. I'm going to go ahead and erase the lines where my legs overlap that oval shape for the body. And then underneath here, I'm going to add an extra line just to connect the belly to the chest and make an extra line down here under the tail. The Brontosaurus has a different color underneath the belly, so I'm adding an extra line that goes all the way up the inner part of the neck and tail. For the mouth is actually a pretty long line here that kind of curves down and back up. Gonna do a small oval for the nostril. Starting with a curve on top for the eye, gonna make a slight point, curve down and back, and shade that in. All right, now that I have finished my pencil drawing, it is time to trace and erase. So I'm tracing all of my lines with marker. And I've decided that I'm actually going to add the back two legs in here for a little perspective. So I'm going to draw a leg behind that front one. And another one back here that just comes out from under the body, and these two should be shorter than the front legs. Now I'm finishing up outlining everything, and for my face details, I'm using a fine point Sharpie because these are a little bit smaller. All right, time to erase. Let's get rid of all those pencil lines, and then we'll be ready to color. I'm going to use this nice pastel green to color in the body of the dinosaur, and for the underbelly, I'm actually going to use a different color. All right, for the underbelly, I'm going to use this yellow, and notice that I've shaded all of it in one flat color. What I'm going to do now is take a darker green and just shade along the back and under edges of everything. And this will give my dinosaur a little bit of a three-dimensional feel, just adding a little bit of roundness to each part of the body. The last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of yellow to the back and the top of the dinosaur, as if sunlight's hitting it, just a little bit of a highlight. And there we go, we have our Brontosaurus dinosaur.